And so we finally got here, touchdown in Eldoret. So we've had a pretty long journey. We're all pretty tired. We flew from Manchester. It's beautiful. The sun is shining. It's not too hot. It's a nice temperature, and we're just going to make our way up to Iten, which is the home of champions, which is where I came last year, and I've worked with Nick on this, and this is what our project is about, and to see what difference we can make, what changes that they want us to make. So I'm super excited to share this with you, everyone, and what we can do to help.
Fabulous to be back here. It's just a wonderful place to be. The people are just beautiful, scenery is fantastic, and of course the exciting thing is seeing our athletes again, how they're progressing, but also now we have 4 athletes who've got scholarships to university, 1 in Australia, 3 in America. We're looking for new talent where we can develop people with limited opportunity, but we believe they've got the ability to take them to the brink of stardom, or dare I say, stardom.
I think the whole idea of this project is to give these guys a real opportunity and to make it sustainable. There's like a lot of big money sort of brands out there that kind of can exploit the athletes, and we're here to make it fairer and try and make a bit of an impact in it, and give these guys opportunities to race around the world, give them the sports opportunities, improve agriculture, help and educate in any way that we can, and bring the farm club. So that's what we are. We live on a farm, and hopefully we can help educate them, see if we can help improve access to water, and see what impact we can help in schooling or education, or what other community projects that we can help with.
Cameron track, it's absolutely awesome, so beautiful, not far from where we're staying. Still a little bit tired and a little bit worried about what the session's going to be and whether I'm actually going to be able to keep up with some of these guys. I went out for a run yesterday, easy run, and I was about a minute slower per kilometre for the same effort as I would have been down in the UK, so this one is going to be interesting.
That's like the best track they've got, but it's still nowhere near like a track that we've got here, it's quite scratchy and hard underfoot. Like the quality of the runners are just unbelievable, and there are guys out there that you will never hear about that would make every European country's squad, they'd make it no problem. And those guys you may never hear about again.
So altitude is 2,400 meters, so that's as high as some of the ski resorts in the Alps, so that's why it's so difficult. It's hot as well, so yeah, should be fun. Let's see how we get on.
As I was experiencing the running, I started to learn more about the challenges, and you can see it. It's some of the guys are running barefoot. Not many, but there are. And trainers, their feet are poking out the ends. The clothing, they're wearing the same kit every day. It's apparel is a problem. Trainers are a problem. There's a guy, Felix, he's in the team, sponsor. He ran, we went for a tempo run. I watched him on the camera. We had a videographer with us. You can see it. He runs 10K in probably, I think, just under 28 minutes, which was phenomenal just for a midweek run. And I was speaking to him after, and he was telling me that he has to skip lunch because he can't afford to eat. So he wasn't sponsored at the time. So it goes to show Like, it was an amazing moment for him. Take your opportunities when you can get them. He knew I was there to watch. He put out a sub 28 minute 10K, and I was there to witness it. And I ended up sponsoring him. When he told me his story about how he had got to where he had got to, I thought it was incredible. He was just a kid who had done national champion twice in the 3,000 meters, lived with his parents a long way away from Iten. He saved up a load of money working as, I think he was doing some welding or something. He saved up a year's salary, and he took a punt on moving to Iten because he knew the training was best there. He put all his money down on rent up front, but he had just enough money for breakfast and dinner, but he knew he was going to have to skip lunch. He was running out of money in January. I went to see him in November, and I said, so what were you going to do? He said, I was going home. That was it. Like, he thought it was over. And I was like, well, looks like you won't be going home. And then he said, why? I said, because I'm going to make sure you're eating lunch and getting all your gym and your clothing and in order, and we're going to sponsor you. And the guy was in tears. And I said, who runs sub 28 minutes and doesn't eat lunch? I said, what are you going to do when you eat lunch? What are you going to do when you've got proper nutrition? When you've got gym, you've got massage. And he said he went home that night and was dancing in his living room because he couldn't sleep. So, like, moments like that are just incredible. And the fact that we were in a position, the farm club was in a position to be able to start to help some of these guys, I'm so grateful for it. And that's down to the community. You know, they're buying into this place. They're the ones who are coming and trying out classes, and it's all down to them that we can make an impact.
What size are you? What size?
Oh, it fits okay.
What size are you? For this, which is size 5. I know about it, but it's currently what these guys are in already. They're managed, they have a management sponsor, and what we're trying to do is the farm club is to help expand it, help you guys have management to be able to race around the world, have sporting opportunities, and what that will do is have a top-down approach. So any races that you do and you win money, a portion you'll keep, and then some of it will go back into the team. Okay. So it allows other people to race around the world, and you have somewhere to be and train and live. And then we will plan to grow food, do agriculture, help you, educate you around agriculture, to make the farming more efficient. So it's fully sustainable. We start to build a training kit, the Imani Running Team, so you'll all be in your own training kit. We build on social media, Instagram. We build the profile of each individual athlete and the Imani team, and we run in our gear, and that'll help sales from the running gear coming into the team. We create a website now, the Imani team website, and we begin. Yeah, and you'll each have your own personal profile. So like Dennis, we did with Dennis, he has his own personal profile, and we'll build one the same for each team member. Okay, and the Greg, the video guy, will just get content of just you. You'll have your own profile, because then you can get personal brands will contact you and can pay you money for doing a review on a piece of on some trainers, or you can make your own money with your own personal brand.
When Rob came back, he said to me, Nick, after a couple of days, I thought, where am I? But when he left, he said it made him realise that what we call the difficulty in the Western world is that.
Yeah, it's all about money.
Whereas over here, people have a different lifestyle, which is a truer lifestyle, really, isn't it?
Which goes on to sort of the impact that we do want to make, and what I realised out there, what impacts we can make to give them the best opportunity in life. And clothing, nutrition were definitely two of them. And I went to see Abul Kipchumba, who's just recently run the Great North Run. He invited us over to his house. He's offering me to stay over. This is how these guys are. They want you to stay over. They're cooking you dinner, everything. And we go over there. I see his farm, and he is a guy who's made it. He is typically, as you can see, this guy's made it, and you can see here he's got all his cows in the shed. He's selling that down at the market. He's doing that. He's selling it. You know, this guy's an elite runner. He's running for Adidas. He's one of the best runners in the world. They're all farmers. And he's there. I said, so who takes your eggs? Thinking someone must take those for him. So I take the eggs down, sell them at the market. And it's like, whoa, okay. So he's got all these cows, he's got his little fields, he's got his maize, he's growing all his veggies, he's got his house, he's got a tractor. You know, that is made it. So I took some of the athletes to show these guys, like, this is Abel, look what he's achieved, this is end game, right? So it was to show them that forget what you think you're seeing, because, you know, forget the Western world, don't need that. This is what you need. This is how you're going to live long and live within your culture. So we wanted to bring the farm club, the farming to them, to make of this fully sustainable model where we're looking into now having our own camp there, so that can house some of the athletes, but it can also allow corporates and public to come and stay with them, and they will make the money from that, where people will pay to come, and then proceeds will be going into the team, where then they can we'll have some land where they can grow some of their own food and have their own cows, sell it at the market. So they're sustaining themselves, that they're all involved in. And then the best runners who prove themselves in training will get the chance to go and, as we're giving them, to go and run abroad and win big city centre races. You know, it's big money. You know, some of these races are putting out 20, 40, 50, 100, 150 grand, right? Dollars. Huge amounts of money for them, you know. Supporting an athlete might only cost £100 a month. So that's £1,000, £1,200 a year. Well, if one of them wins 20,000, that's 20 years salary, right? So, you know, this is big money for them. There's no management fee. And you know, they're keeping this money. Then they will put 15% of the proceeds back into the team to allow better infrastructure, growing of food, all those sort of things. It will go back into their community to create this model where it's all circular, it's all working for each other, and it can help bring a younger generation in as well. One of the athletes that we sponsor is called Robert Mui, and he doesn't actually live in Iten, so he lives in Kepsabat, which is about 45 minutes away in the tea plantation, and you can see us running through the tea plantation here, and it's pretty special. It's actually lower altitude. When you train there, it's very humid, and straight away you can notice that the air is really thin. So it's really great place for running. So they're running through these beautiful tea plantations, and as you're running through, you can see everyone picking the tea, and I thought, well, surely there's a machine that can do that quicker, and for not a massive amount of cost, I wouldn't have thought. So I was asking them, and they said no, because the company wanted to make sure, yes, it could be easier and he could save more money and put a machine in there, but he said he was going to support the local community, so he made everyone pick the tea instead, so he gave them more jobs. So it's really amazing. You know, you wouldn't really get that here. You try to do it the cheapest possible way and the most economic way, and because that's the sort of world we live in, and everything's expensive, so you're cutting costs as much as possible. Whereas over there, it's much more about community. So Kepsabat, definitely worth a visit. It's a beautiful area, very green, more rain. And yeah, they call it the source of champions. So you've got the home of champions in Iten, and in Kepsabat, you've got the source of champions. That's where they're born. And then they go to train in Iten.
Morning. It's early. It's 6 a.m. and we're going for a long, easy run with the rest of the group. We're going to walk and meet them now. So 18 kilometers, around 4:30 pace. So it's probably going to feel like a tempo run given the altitude. I've not eaten anything. Bad night's sleep. Shall we crack on? Let's get it done. My mind thinks too much. You guys just sleep? Yes. You just sleep? Yeah. Straight away? Yeah. Is that flat? Yeah. bit of a problemo. The group actually left us because we were late, so they've gone. So we're going to go just the 4 of us, which is cool. It's fine. So yeah, they don't wait around. 5 minutes you get leeway. Maybe I shouldn't have got up so late.
And tell people that's Rob. Pretend.
Yeah, we finished it. 300 metres. I'll spin back round. Finally done. Oh, nearly done. I have to round it up. Hey. 1 metre. Now we're done.
Did you drop them, Rob?
Yeah, that's it.
Where was the other group? Did you see the other group?
They are.
Am I sleeping?
You are using tea?
Yeah, but they don't have a team. It's not like this.
Maybe you can take.
I've checked, I tried to.
Ilan kasi kung pagkain mo na mo?
Iipig daw. That's it. Eating, chatting.
So we're outside what could be the farm club training camp. So it's going to look something, well, not look like that, but a similar piece of land, similar size here. We're really close to about 400 meters from the running track. Got some beautiful views, very farm club-esque. And Alicia is going to take us to the farmer so we can visit him now. And we've got some new little friends who could be our neighbours soon. These little kids here. Swing around and have a look at them. Hello. We're gonna go and see if we can find the farmer and potentially agree some sort of price. It's perfect. It's kind of out the hustle and bustle, just like the farm club, away from all the noise. It's just a little bit further out than the town, which is quite nice. A little bit more secluded. So we're here to what hopefully is going to be the farm club camp, which we're told is going to be this plot here. Yeah, Alicia? Similar size plot of land. Similar size, yeah?
Yeah,
Similar size from that there. And we are about, it's quite farm clubby. It's got some nice views if you look over there, hasn't it, Nick?
Definitely.
Look, come around here. You got some beautiful views through there to the hills, and then we've got the running track, which is actually just up there, about 400 meters, which is where the running track.
It's a real bonus because the views here. This feels like real rustic rural, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does, yeah.
As beautiful in its shantytown way E10 is, this is different.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we've been looking at a camp and this is pretty crazy really. We went into the, it took us ages to get to find this farmer who was going to sell me this bit of land, and we walked for miles, and we get there and I mean that was an eye-opening experience. You know, the mother is unfortunately an alcoholic, so we've got this meeting set up and she can't really walk, so the son's helping her walk, and then the father is the opposite, doesn't drink, but he's blind, and it's a really beautiful experience. And he's talking to me about the land and the location of the land that we can purchase.
Okay. Yeah. So welcome.
Thank you. You have a nice farm.
That's
Nice.
good.
Yeah, it's good. You grow maize? Maize?
Maize always it does very well.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
And cattle, you have cattle? Yeah, some
No,
cows,
they
some
are
cows
there.
down there.
The cows are there.
We have a farm
Yeah.
in UK.
Okay.
We grow wheat, oats, barley, maize.
Uh-huh.
We grow maize as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh,
for
you grow maize there?
It's for animal feed.
Not for human being.
No,
Yeah.
no.
What do you normally eat? You eat
We'll have
any-
more. We eat more oats and wheat.
Yeah, it's something that we're toying with, whether we purchase this bit of land, and maybe that's something down the future, or we rent somewhere closer in Iten. I think the end game is to have we buy our own bit of land where you actually lease it in Kenya. But for now, we're looking at a different approach where we'll be renting somewhere closer in Iten, which will then allow. It just means we can get something to market quicker for the guys, so they can actually start making money quicker, because to build something over in Kenya is pretty tough and hard work, but something that's already finished is a lot easier.
I came last year. I had chapati. I came home. I made my wife make it every single day.
You know what, when I was talking to Rob, what I was thinking about, so peaceful, so beautiful around here. This could be more than a running retreat. This could be taking everything we have at the farm club to a proper retreat in Kenya, to have a sound bath, to have yoga, to have meditation. This is going to be trips for people that want a real holistic holiday with the farm club. Wow.
The camp will be something similar to what you can see in the video here. Is you've got your accommodation, you've got the gym, which you can see, you've got the sauna, you've got the ice bath, the massage therapist. All this sort of stuff is what we will bring to our own camp. And it will be really great for the athletes. It's a place for some of them might stay there, some won't, because they want to be with their family and they've got kids and whatnot. So this might be for some of the younger athletes.
You see me?
Yeah.
It's early. Got another terrible night's sleep, but we crack on. We're going to do about 25 kilometer run at moderate pace. They say moderate, it's 340 kilometer pace. So the bus is here to pick us up now, so let's go.
Running is life for these guys. It is their way that they see as out of poverty. It's the most accessible thing for them. And running as life is the perfect analogy for it. It is life. It's a marathon, isn't it? There's loads of ups and downs in life. There's some really happy moments. There's times when, things are tough, it's gritty, hard, but you still got to get up and get out there and do the day. And it's just like running, So that's how they see life. And, these guys are military operation. It's you're up at, crack of dawn.
So I thought I would just show you around your accommodation if you come to stay. We're at the Swiss side in Iten, where a lot of athletes will come and stay. So yeah, let's show you around a little bit. So here we go, this is my room. My clothes are everywhere. We've got a shower, toilet. We're just going to go for lunch now. It's rainy season at the moment. The weather is all over the place. You can have just torrential rain and then the sun will come out and it'll be boiling.
when it's raining, it can be quite cold. So yeah, we need to wrap up. Looking back at the accom, and then the lovely lady has cleaned my trainers. Basically, because it's dirt track everywhere. Because it's a dirt track everywhere. Look at this. Because it's a dirt track, everything goes orange. Whereas the lovely lady, who I don't know where she's gone, but they've never looked so good. Very nice. Yeah, there's athletes from all over here. We've got guys from, they're all from all over the country, all over the world. France, Belgium, South Africa. They're all, someone from Scotland. All top athletes, all training for different things, marathons, 10Ks, 5Ks. Let me just take you in here. Gym. The ice bath. The ice bath going on in there. Little sauna, which is pretty cool. Communal showers. And you get your massages in that little room over there. These ladies, she's been helping me clean my shoes. My shoes look clean. Nice, thank you. Thank you. Let's take you outside. The look from the outside. This is it. This is side. Up here's a communal area and a little fire and where we have lunch and stuff. So, hey man, you okay? Here they are. You're right, Nick. Jess, say hello.
Hey, stop with the mouth.
what have we got? Beans again. Yeah, the beans, good beans. Okay, cool. Athletes, hey. And then fire usually goes on there at night.
I know to kick.
Oh, I bet you could, yeah.
Apa na ano? Muno. Ah, muno.
Easy run. Not so easy. 410 pace, but altitude can be tough. So the guys are here.
There's so much that I've learned and digested from the trip. And there's lots of things that I want to bring back to the farm club that I've learned from them. And it's things we're already putting out there, the message we put out on Instagram, everything, the ethos, the values, discipline, motivation, simplicity, movement, community, nature, the three pillars, the whole mission statement, belonging through the power of movement and nature. It's all of that. And that's why it just aligns so well. It's like we're mirroring one another. And I want to bring more of it back and showcase more of it. And this is why we want to do more of these sort of series to show the lifestyle, like how, what the culture is like. And something that I really want to show is the food element, how long they're living, because they're eating what they grow. And it's something that we do want to bring here. Could we have parcels of land that we're, people rent, or that they can grow their own food? Because a lot of people don't have gardens, they're living in the city. Could they have a patch of land that they can grow their own veggies from? Do we grow our own veggies here, sell them in the cafe? All these things that we can think about and do because we've learned from what they're doing. It's all about living long, right? Living long and happy. I think I would rather strip back my lifestyle. I have. I don't care about the things I used to care about. That's been years of work on myself, of what's actually important to me. Running was a big help for me to learn that. And then going out there and seeing it, like actually someone living that life of simplicity and how happy they are. It's like confirmation of, okay, maybe that's the way to live. The more we can get our community behind it, the greater the impact I believe we can make. And it wouldn't only, this apparel wouldn't only just support the Imani Running Team, it can support the other projects I've got in mind over homelessness and nature. After I've sort of come back and digested everything, I think there's three significant areas where we can make an impact, and one will be is nutrition. We do it already. We brought oats to market. Two would be apparel. They're really lacking in apparel and footwear, and I think it's something we can make a big impact in. It's something we've wanted to do for a while, so it's great that the Imani team have inspired us to do this, and obviously the sustainable model I spoke about with the camp and how they can make money from that, and with the oats and nutrition. And the camp out there, they're going to be making proceeds from these profits that will go straight into the team that can make a significant impact, I believe, for them, their family, their lives, the community, the surrounding area, everyone. Consumerism here is just, it makes, when I go there, when I come back, I feel like, I mean, my wife probably hates it because I'm like, we don't need this, we don't need that. Like, this is how they live, this is, and then you just see that you don't need, like, we've got all this stuff here and we can buy all this stuff, but how much happier, like, are we for it? Because I see a lot of people who are pretty desperately unhappy, and depression's massive, and people spiral, and there's loads of it. But you go over there and it's not like that, but they have less. What is it that is genuinely bringing happiness? And for me, that's what I'm trying to bring back here, is what I'm learning from there is simplicity. And that just like, it nails our values. It just aligns with us so much. I never realized how much I was going to learn from them. And I wouldn't change it in any way. It's beautiful. Our kids need to know how to learn to use tech, because it's only going that way. AI is going to be taking over, So is there going to be even a bigger wealth gap between countries like Kenya, because they haven't got the tech and it's going to take years to catch up? That gap is just going to get wider and wider. Who's to say which way is right? Because one way, I think, in my personal opinion, one way looks a lot happier. And it's actually without all the stuff. Everything aligns with what we try and spread as a message here at the Farm Club. Here's simplicity, nature, being outdoors, community, bringing people together, moving. It's everything that they're doing.
How do I hold it like this?
Good, bravo.
Yeah, it's been an absolute roller coaster. There's been a lot of hard work, a lot of behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see, and it's super fulfilling though. Helping others is super fulfilling, and monks talk about this. Serving others. One will never feel true fulfillment until they have served others, and it's so true. There's like an equal and opposite symbiotic relationship where you're helping someone, but they're helping you, because the feeling you get from helping somebody, it brings happiness, it brings joy, and these moments of what we're doing here, including everything we've done at the Farm Club, are in all my time are the most fulfilling I've ever experienced.
If you live in the UK and live to 100, you get a telegram from the King.
Whoa. Oh.
And if you've been married for 60 years, you get a telegram too, but you have to ask for that one.
Imani.